Hey there everyone and welcome to the Amazon EMR console. In this tutorial we're going to learn how to create a cluster. So first off we can do this using the home page by clicking on the create cluster button located over here. Or you can head to the navigation pane and click on clusters, which will take you to the list of already created clusters, but in our case we have not created any. So let's click on create cluster from above. And first off, start by our general configuration by supplying a name that defines your cluster and makes it unique. So mine will be for tutorial purposes, so I will call it tutorials. Now you can choose to select logging in case you'd like to get a copy of your files sent straight to an S3 bucket location. So after clicking enabling logging, you have to select an S3 folder of where you'd like your files to be set at. Now for the launch mode, there are two types of launch mode. First off, you can go with a cluster, which will help you create a cluster having an associated set of applications. While if you click on step execution, this will create a cluster which will execute the added steps and it will terminate whenever it has completed. So you have to select the steps and let it go ahead and execute them until it ends and gets terminated. Unless you go with cluster only without the step execution. So if you select cluster, you have to go with a release date. So select one which suits you best. I'm going to leave it as the one which is given by default. So when you select the set of applications that you want to go with, after that you gotta choose a release for your applications in order to get them installed on your cluster according to the release number chosen for the software configuration. So select which set of applications you want to use and then head straight to this setting over here. You can either enable or disable the provision of an external data store for your Hive. So if you'd like to get a data store which is external, click on this one. If not, leave it as it is. Now for the hardware configuration, you gotta choose an instance type to go with. Now we will need to choose the required number of instances to go with. Now, according to the number that you set, whatever number you set, automatically one will be a master and one will be for the core nodes that are going to be used. So let's say you set the number of instances as 8, one will be for master and 7 will be your core nodes. Now you have to choose the instance type according to what storage you would like to use and how much you want your performance to be. Now for the cluster scaling. Do you want to have scaling for your cluster or not? If yes, click on the checkbox and then set how many core and task units you want to go with as maximum and minimum. So now for the security and access. As you can see for the EC2 key pair, we have no key pairs found, so you have to learn how to create an EC2 key pair by clicking on the button over here and heading to a tutorial which will teach you, or by watching our other tutorials on how to create an EC2 key pair to work with. So for permissions, you want to keep your permissions as either default or customize them according to what you need and set the roles accordingly. So the default set permissions are the two given roles, the EMR role and the EC2 instance profile. Now the EMR role is for calling other AWS services on your behalf, while the EC2 instance profile is for providing access to other AWS services, for example S3, from EC2 instances launched by EMR. So after going over everything that you have said, if you want to do any last changes, go ahead and do so. If not, simply click on the Create Cluster button and you will get your first cluster created and added to the list of created EMR clusters. Thank you so much you guys for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to our channel if you'd like to learn even more about Amazon EMR and its available characteristics.